Hi guys! Today I'm going to be talking about my to-be-read books, which I'm quite excited to read. The list is always growing, but yeah, I have quite a lot of favourites that look really interesting. A lot of them I found on BookTube, or some just while I'm searching through Amazon or bookshops and things like that. The first one I actually found from a shop called The Forbidden Planet in London, and if you've never been there, I definitely recommend going because it's an amazing shop. And I went downstairs for a little while and I didn't want to leave. I was in heaven. But I found this book, and it's the Grimm's fairy tales, and it's got pretty much every fairy tale book you can imagine in there. It just looks really interesting, and I was kind of looking in the shop for books that kind of would work for inspiring me in my special project and my other assignments at the time, because my assignments are all going to be, I'm doing a lot of fantasy things this year, and my special project especially is going to be something kind of inspired by fairy tales. And I thought this book, when I came across it, just looked amazing for that, and I had to buy it basically. But it's got a really nice cover, and it's really nice to read inside as well. I started reading a couple of the stories. I haven't read all of them yet, but it's got lots and lots of nice pictures inside. It's just really nice to hold. But yeah, it just seems really nice, and it's really going to help me with my project as well. I can't wait. Okay, the second book I've got was Illuminated by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which kind of looks like a little bit of a sci-fi story which is about a girl and a guy who get stuck on a spaceship together in a futuristic kind of world. And it turns out that they're actually ex-boyfriend and girlfriend. So I suppose there'll be the whole awkward situations of all of these dangers that they have to come through together with, and maybe some romance in it as well, as I can imagine. But that looks really interesting. The third one I can imagine is Erin Morgenstern's The Night Circus. I've heard lots and lots of good things about this book, especially on BookTube, and I just think it's really well written. I started reading a little bit of it and just stopped because I was quite busy at the time, but I'm definitely going to get back through it. But I think it's really beautiful with the cover, and they don't really give much information about the story on the back, on the blurb. It's just the circus arrives without warning. No announcements precede it. It's simply there when yesterday it was not. But I think that's quite fascinating, so you never know, I suppose. The fourth one was The Cunning of Dyer. This is another one I've heard lots and lots of good things about. But it's about a girl who wakes up in hospital with no memory of how she got there. And I think this story will be her kind of realising the truth behind what's happened to her, why her friends and her family are dead, unfortunately, and just seeing the mystery behind her situation. And the last one I've got is The Potion Diaries by Amy Arwood. I just think this looks really cute. I found it on YouTube actually. I found the author talking about the book, and I just thought it just looked really interesting, so I looked it up and I read the blurb. And it's about a princess who actually poisons herself with a love potion that was meant to be for her crush. And you can imagine that would be quite an awkward situation to get into, I suppose. But I just think this looks really quite nice little read, and yeah, I can't wait to get into all these books, and I've got lots and lots more to get through as well, so there will probably be another to be read video coming soon. Bye!